The Richmond Public Library in the city of Richmond is about to give a whole new meaning to the idea and the concept of renovation. Get ready. Now, we are so happy to move forward in the program, and we are going to, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the Poet Laureate, Stephen Sharp. Am I saying it correctly? Is it Stephen or Stephen? Stephen, I got it right. Stephen, I got it wrong. Sorry, guys. I was trying to give a little flair to that, but it's not needed. This guy's truly awesome. I want you to know that Stephen Sharp is the current Poet Laureate for the city of Richmond, California. He is a two-time author and the owner of Afterword Press. Afterword Press, yes. He's spoken at events and writing workshops nationwide, organized by institutes such as the Southside Church of Christ in Richmond, California, the Richmond chapter of the NAACP, the Maya Angelou Library and Literacy Center, My Brother's Keeper Initiative, Barnes & Noble, Richmond LEAP, Literacy for Every Adult program, and the Oakland Unified School District to promote literacy and the importance of sharing your story. So we have the distinct pleasure of hearing some powerful poetry. I ask you now for undivided attention as you are literally picked up and swept away by words.
Hello. Thank you, Abigail, for the introduction and for all the organizers and those that have come out to support this great event. I'm a Richmond boy at heart. I was born here, grew up here, left for school, came back, left for school, and came back. And I'm here to stay now. And Richmond has poured so much into me that I couldn't help but to give back in some way. When it comes to poetry, when it comes to the arts, you can't perform poetry if you can't read it. So literacy, it definitely has a place in it, and one thing that I love about books, one thing I love about poetry is it's very versatile. You can read books on anything, talk about anything. So I'm gonna do a short poem, and then do a poem that was written specifically for this event. So the first poem is called Content. Just because you've read a book, it doesn't mean you know how to apply it properly. Just because you've gone deeper than my looks, it doesn't mean you know how to treat me accordingly. So I wonder, what type of book are you? I'm curious about your content and the cover you wear. Do you consider yourself a paperback that must be handled with care? Me, I'm a hardback, tough and not so easy to open. A book of compilations, stories of love, loss, and mourning. It holds my tale and my take on others, written in the first person, second person, and third person point of view, but read by a fourth. Care to take a peek? Thank you. So when I was asked to read today, they said, yes, we know that you have a couple books. We know that you have written more poems than are in your books, but can you write something specifically for today? I said, sure. So this one is called Reading. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, más o menos, depending on the language, whether Espanol, Guanduanwa, Putuanwa, Tagalog, or any other language that's spoken in Richmond or around the world. Those letters can be combined into an infinite number of stories and books. Books are the binding for all mediums. Audio books, comic books, plays, TV shows, shorts, and films. For example, Spider-Man has at least 4 major plays, 8 movies, 12 TV shows, and how many of them are reboots, recycling the same villains? But there are over 1,000 unique books about Spider-Man. That's a lot of web to explore. When I didn't have enough allowance to buy comics, and the store owner wasn't patient enough to let me browse, I'd go to the library, an oasis of books with as much variety as there are fish in the sea, where I could grab any book for free, find a quiet spot and read as long as I'd like, or take it home with no fee, as long as I got it back on time. No monthly subscription needed. Needless to say, the library is a very, very special place. There, whenever you need to get away for a bit, whether you're feeling trapped by family, friends, school, work, prison, decisions, like the theme song goes, I can go anywhere, friends to know, and ways to grow, reading a rainbow. Some of y'all might be too young for that. Another throwback to a show based on books. And unlike TV, books have no ads or commercials. Without having to wait for the next season in the series, we can avoid spoilers and binge as much as you want, and fall in love with the story all over again when it gets adapted for the screen. You couldn't read every book in the Richmond Library in your lifetime, let alone the state or the world. And you might say, reading's not for me. I don't have the time, or have some challenges connecting the lines. I admit, English wasn't my favorite subject in school. I didn't like to be told what to read or what connections and analysis to make. Sometimes you need an incentive, whether it's reading books for bucks, stories for free swag, book club, or putting together pizza parties. It all gets you to the credits page. Regardless of how long it might take, no Wi-Fi or batteries needed, whether you leap or crawl, hooked on phonics, Duolingo, Gracie's Corner, or any other guides, there's no limit to what you can find in a book. There's books on everything, at all sorts of levels. There's books on how to read, ways to think about or solve problems. You can explore books on maps or how to build maps. Build books on bridges and how to build them. Follow the latest adventure of your favorite superheroes, or use it to grow what you know. Like they say in G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle, so I continue to read so I'll know just a little bit about everything. I say all that to say, there's always something new to read, something new to learn. Who knows? You can go from reading books to writing books, to reading books that you wrote in front of the city that's your hometown, and cities around the world. Thank you.